What's shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here, back at it again for episode number 6 of our Pokemon Soul Silver Randomized Nuzlocke. Now, if you missed the last episode, you should definitely go and check it out because things got kind of explosive here in the Sprout Tower. If you don't know what I mean, definitely go and check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But today we're here in the Sprout Tower. We're going to be making our way out, and I guess that the plan is going to be to try and take on the Violet City Gym today. So if you are hyped for some more Pokemon Soul Silver and want to share your support on the series, be sure to hit that like button down below for us. Give it your magic touch because your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. With that being said, we're going to jump in and do a quick team recap for you guys. So up front right now, we've got Charlie, our Charmeleon, level 8, rocking out with Scratch, Growl, and Ember. Next up is Pearl the Dragonite, level 8, holding that Draco Blade to power up its Twister, also rocking Wrap, Leer, and Thunder Wave. Next up is Juvia, our Kingdra, level 10, holding the Lumberry, so it's not getting status anytime soon, rocking out with Bubble, Smokescreen, Leer, and Water Gun. Then we've got Keeneye, our Ursaring, level 8, rocking out with Scratch, Leer, Lick, and Fury Swipes. Then we've got Bellarive, our Milotic, the starter you guys voted for, rocking out at level 9, holding that Lucky Egg to get a little bit of boosted experience with Water Gun, Wrap, Water Sport, and Refresh. And then in the last slot right now, we got Creeper, the Oddish, who unfortunately we did lose in the last episode, which is really kind of sad to think that we've lost a Pokemon already. Before the first gym, we've lost a Pokemon, but it was kind of one of those things where I felt like it was unavoidable that we were going to lose somebody, and I would have much rather lost Creeper than anybody else on our team. And honestly, I'm glad that Creeper ended up being the only thing that we lost, because there for a minute I was kind of getting worried that we might end up losing multiple Pokemon, which was kind of scary. But either way, we're still here in the Sprout Tower, and the reason for that is because in the last episode, we managed to make it all the way to the top of the tower without running into an encounter. So instead of just like skipping back through the tower and starting off the episode at the end, I figured I needed to go ahead and show us getting out of the tower on screen just in case we run into a first encounter. And we may still manage to avoid a Pokemon, but I just don't want to risk running into a Pokemon off screen and having to try and catch it and explain it when we got back in an episode. So far, we've managed to slip and slide nearly back. Oh, I gargled a little bit there. I mean, we are nearly out. If we can make it, I think, to the ladder, I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to make it, which is super, super nice because that means we're going to get a chance to go and scoop up Pokeballs before we get our encounter here. But the question is, should I go ahead and do that now, or should I take on the gym first? I mean, we've got a full team. Well, first thing I need to do is I need to go back to the Pokemon Center, and we need to drop off Creeper because it's really sad, too, because I got a Miracle Seed in the last episode and had just given it to Creeper. So that's a bit of a bummer. But you know, I guess that is the nature of a Nuzlocke. So let's go ahead and call this. What are we gonna call this? Death Box. I guess we're just gonna call it. You know what? I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on my phone, which has been kind of a blast. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call this. If there's enough spaces, is there enough spaces? There's not enough spaces. I was gonna call it the graveyard, but apparently we can't do that. So anyway, we'll just call it we're just gonna call it RIP. RIP. And let's go ahead and move. And I'm gonna have to get used to using the PC in Heart Gold and Soul Silver again because it's been a while since I've played it. Does it not let me? No, I have to get a move item to do that. Right? Or can I do this? Yeah, there we go. Let me take that Miracle Seed back from you. I mean, honestly though, hold up for just 1 second. Look at this party really quick. And tell me that one of the things on this team is not like the other. Tell me one of the mons on this team is not like the other. Oddish just kind of like, compared to the rest of the team, Oddish just kind of stuck out like a sore thumb on our team, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, I think I've wasted enough time messing around with that. We need to go, first of all, we need to go to, I mean, honestly, I think we're all right. I think we'll be all right with the 5 Pokemon we got because they're pretty powerful. And we should get a little bit of experience as we battle the first couple of trainers in there. But let's see how much money we have now. So now we've got a little bit of money. I could buy some Pokeballs. But right now, I think I'm a little bit more in need of potions. So I'm going to buy... I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to buy... I'll buy 5 potions because I should save some of the money just for Pokeballs and stuff like that. If we see that we're going to probably need more potions, we can come back and do that for sure. Let me switch my team around as well because I kind of want to get my lower levels in the front. I didn't even heal while I was at the Pokemon Center, man. I am slipping. You know what? I'm gonna hold down that speed up button just to get back really quick. Let's go. Not that the speed up actually sped it up that much. So let's heal up. Let's heal up and all of that because I did forget to do that while I was here. And I guess we're gonna dive in and try and take on this gym. It might be a disaster, or it could be pretty good for us. So we'll see what happens. It all depends on what the mons get randomized into. But I think I'm trying to think what the ace of the gym normally is. And for some reason I want to say is it 9 normally? It might be higher than that. It might be like 12. I can't really remember. I can't believe how ridiculously high this is, but from up here you can tell what it feels like to be a bird Pokemon. Let me see if you're good enough to face Faulkner. Alright. So one of the interesting things that they did about this gym in the remakes that they didn't do in the original game is how you kind of have this zigzag path that you had to walk through and battle both those trainers. In the original, they added those like clear kind of transparent paths around the side so that you can walk around and avoid the trainers if you want. But you're starting off with a level 10, so I'm thinking, no, I think it's level 14 maybe that they start with. I don't know. Let's see what we can do right here. That's a mean look. That means that we can't escape, which could be a problem. That could actually be an issue because we didn't do any damage to you just then. And you used Hypnosis. Okay. Not my greatest moment there. Not my greatest moment. Now I'm kind of wishing, and you're using Spite. I don't think you really have anything that can touch me though. I think Lick is probably your only damaging move. It's going to do a decent amount. I did about as much as our Ember did. Percentage-wise. So, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. If we could snag a burn, though, that would be clutch. And you're going to use Spite. You're going to lower my... You know, it's funny, because I was just saying the other day how I don't ever really remember seeing Spite past, like, 2nd generation used in a game. And now we're watching Haunter use Spite. So, that's kind of ironic, I guess. Kind of funny. Anyway, I don't remember why we were talking about Spite, but me and someone were talking about Spite. I don't remember. Anyway, at least we did get that burn, which is kind of clutch, because that means that this Haunter is going to die this turn, which is good for us, because that's going to be sweet experience for Charlie. I'm actually a little bit nervous now, seeing that the first mon in the gym was level 10. Not gonna lie, that's kind of unsettling. But Charlie is getting mad experience from taking out that level 10 and learning Smoke Screen, so we can maybe bob and weave some attacks, and that would be pretty sweet for us. Strongman Thomas. Yo, he kind of looks like his get up kind of looks like Rock Lee from Naruto. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty nice looking outfit he's got. Should I switch? I feel like I should. Let's switch. I'll put Keen-Eye to the front. Or should I put Pearl to the front? We'll put Kenai to the front starting off. We may end up like switching out. Yo, look at Kenai following us around. I think this is like one of the first times I've had Kenai in the front. Is it? I don't know. I can't. This is the first time I really noticed it sprite in the overworld. It looks kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. Have a big old bear just like walking around. He looks like he wants to give you a hug, that kind of thing. But like, yo, that's like the suit kind of reminds me of Rock Lee from Naruto. Yo, question of the day. Here we go. I've been doing I'm really proud of myself that I've actually been coming up with questions of the day in the episodes, because it makes life a lot easier for me to not have to think of a question of the day later when I'm working on the layout. But anyway, question of the day, do you watch anime? And if so, what are some of your favorite animes to watch? Like, I watch anime kind of casually, I guess you could say. Like, I'm not like a huge weeb or anything like that. Like, I don't watch it religiously or anything, but I do enjoy anime, and I think it's pretty cool. Porygon 2. So I watch a few different animes. Like, I watch like I love all of Dragon Ball Z. I'm watching Super right now. The English dub is out. It's really cool. I'm enjoying it. I like Naruto. I haven't had a chance to watch Shippuden yet. I've seen like a couple of episodes of it, but I haven't really gotten into Shippuden. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't watch much like subbed anime because it's like a lot of work to me. And I feel like it takes the enjoyment out of the anime, at least for me, whenever I'm having to spend the time reading the subtitles, because I'm having to focus more on the subtitles than the actual action of the episode, which to me is kind of lame. So I personally prefer, yo, you don't even have a Violite and you ate that up. You know what? Wait, would you have... I'm actually scared. I was going to say I should switch into... Surely you don't have... Surely you wouldn't have, like, Ice Beam. I don't know. We're just not going to risk it. I'm just going to fight. Although a Twister would be so nice right now. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to switch in. Hopefully you don't have Ice Beam this stinking early. If you do, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't think you get it by level up anyway, but... And now you're a Psychic type. Okay, cool. Here's to hoping you don't have Psybeam then, I guess. But yeah, the only subbed anime I've ever been able to watch through was Attack on Titan, and it was because it was such a good anime that I was drawn in, and like I actually ended up watching nearly the entire first season of that anime like in one setting, which was kind of wild. But especially for someone who can't stand reading subtitles in an anime. But anyway, I digress. I'ma probably go heal. I'm probably gonna go heal. But yeah, I love anime. I think I just like animation in general, though. I think that's the thing. Like, I love American style cartoons. Of course, Avatar is an amazing show. It's like an anime style show, but it's like an American cartoon, but it's done in an anime style, which is really cool because it kind of blends those two things. So it's got like the dynamics of an anime. Does that make sense? Like it's got the style and the writing of the anime, but like the comedy and the characters, I think, are a bit more reflective of like American cartoon to an extent. I don't know if what I said makes any sense to anybody. I'm gonna stop talking because we gotta battle the gym leader, and also I'm probably rambling like an idiot. So let's go ahead and save our game because only you can prevent lost save data. That's what the King Nappy always says. So let's save through that. And I think I'm gonna swap Old Pearl to the front. And we're gonna hope and pray that we do not get bodied right now. Okay, what voice should I give Faulkner? I haven't prepared myself for this. I'm Faulkner, the Violet City Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying type Pokemon Pokemon's wings with jolts of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. I don't know if that's the most fitting voice for Faulkner, but we're gonna go with it. He's got a Ralts, level 10, starting off. Okay. Well, this is okay. This is okay. The question is, does it have... I feel like it might have Synchronize, which could be a pain. Because I kind of want... Well, it might have Confusion. It might have Confusion. I'm just gonna use Twister, and we'll see what it's looking like. Let's just hit it with the... Yo, that was some nice damage. It used Double Team. Yo, honestly, if we land another Twister right now, I think the Ralts is gone. I think it's done. Yeah, I think that will do it. If not, it's gonna live on like 1. Nope, we good, we good. All right, so as long as you don't have like a Regirock, as long as you do not have another Regirock, I am done with Regirocks already. Shout out to Steve, coach of the Rhode Island Reggies. Hashtag explosion. Oh my goodness. So you have Snover, which is not looking good for Pearl, but we got Charlie, so I don't think this thing should be an issue in the least bit. It depends on what level it's gonna be, because it is boosted. It's level 15, so I think it's normally level... I guess it's normally level 14. That sounds right. That sounds like that's probably right. It's probably normally 14. Like, I wanted to say that, but then at the same time, I felt like... I think it's 9 and 14. Is that... Would that be right? 9 and 14? Because you had 10 and 15. That's where I got the 9 from. The Pidgey that Faulkner normally has is 9, and then the Pidgeotto is 14. That's what it is. That's right. I was gonna say 9 didn't sound right because I'm pretty sure that the guy has a level... I thought he had a level 10. Maybe it's a level 11 Hoot Hoot in the Sprout Tower. Anyway. Charlie's gonna get some mad EXP for that. And that, like, compared to that Elder battle, that was like a breeze. That was a breeze, man. That was absolutely nothing. Alright. Well, there we go. That's Faulkner for you. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. But a defeat is a defeat, alright. Take this official Pokemon League badge. This one is the Zephyr badge. So we got the Zephyr badge from Faulkner. Nice and clean. Add that one to the layout. With that badge, Pokemon, including traded Pokemon up to level 20, will obey you without question. It also enables you to use the hidden move Rock Smash anytime outside of battle. So we got TM51 as well. This is normally Roost. Which, fun fact, in the original Gold and Silver, it was Mud Slap that he gave you. Which I wish was kind of still a TM. That would be a good... Because I like Mud Slap a lot. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can be used only once. TM51 contains Roost. It restores half the max HP. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. Make good use of them. As for your next move, I would suggest Azalea Town. Alright, so let's check out, really quick, what TM we actually got, because it should have gotten randomized, and it got changed to Hyper Voice. So that's actually not bad, because any mon that could learn Roost can learn Hyper Voice now, because that's the way that TM's randomized. I should probably explain this just because people ask me about it pretty often. The way that TMs work with being randomized in the game, at least the way that I do it, is that the TM number, like whatever like the regular move is. For example, TM24 is Thunderbolt normally, if I'm not mistaken. It's normally Thunderbolt. So in the game, the TM number stays the same, but the move that's set to it gets randomized to a different move. So let's say, for example, it got randomized to Earthquake instead. Since the original TM 24 is Thunderbolt, any Pokemon that could normally learn Thunderbolt will now learn whatever move it got randomized to. So if it was Earthquake, that would mean that a Pokemon that could learn Thunderbolt via TM would learn Earthquake via TM instead. So, for example, Jolteon learns Thunderbolt via TM. So instead, it would have the ability to learn Earthquake because it normally could learn. Maybe that makes sense to everybody. Maybe that makes sense. Anyway, Professor Elm is calling us.
Hello, Magic. We've discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Mart in Violet City. Could you go meet him and pick up that egg?
That sounds like a great idea, actually, Professor Elm. I am kind of down to do that. Let me go and heal up first, just for the sake of doing so, because I don't want to mess myself up later on. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe we'll see how long it takes to get the egg, and we might go ahead and try and get the Sprout Tower encounter in this episode as well, because we didn't really do a whole lot. We took on the gym, but it was kind of a cakewalk. I did spend a little bit of the beginning of this episode just kind of talking and stuff too, which is so I'm gonna assume that this is the guy.
Long time no see, Magic. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor Elm. The thing is, we would like you to take care of an egg.
Yeah, sure, I'll take care of it. Why not? I got a free slot in my party now after the last episode, so why not, you know? So we're gonna get that egg. We're gonna get that egg looking nice. I've skipped like 2 things of his text right then. Then he insisted that I hand this egg to you. That's how I came here to deliver the egg to you. That's a cool story, bro.
It seems that a Pokemon will hatch from it if only you keep it in your party of Pokemon. That's another reason we've chosen you, Magic. Please take care of it.
Because I have Pokemon? I mean, I'm down. Alright, so a couple of things that I want to do. Let's see what I got. Okay. So, first and foremost, so I can buy like 20 Pokeballs. I'm not going to buy quite that many. I'm going to buy 10 for now. Okay. And oh, I can buy super potions now. Oh man. I'm gonna buy an escape rope, which may not make sense right now for those of you guys who aren't familiar with this game, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think they kept the feature in from Crystal, but so I may need that escape rope for something that we'll probably do in the next episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Because even though this is a remix of Gold and Silver, I think they kind of kept in the features, or a lot of the features that they added in Crystal. So I think I remember them having that in there, but we'll make sure. Either way, an escape rope isn't a bad thing to have. I can buy like 1 of these. Is it worth buying a super potion right now? I'll buy the 1 in case of an emergency, I guess. And I guess we're just gonna hope that I guess with that last little bit, it wouldn't be bad to go ahead and buy a couple more Pokeballs just to have them. Alright, yeah, so we'll do that. And since we didn't really get much else done, oh, well, more plot happening now.
Oh my, that egg must be. I see. So it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm, then from Professor Elm to you.
Well, technically it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to me to Professor Elm back to... No, it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to me to Professor Elm's aide back to me. Anyway.
Now I get it. That egg is truly an important egg. Please do take good care of it for me. Is that understood?
So wait, is she the one that gave...
I am counting on you.
Because she's a kimono girl, and kimono girls are from Ecruteak City, and she said that's where Mr. Pokemon said he got the egg from. So I'm wondering... Maybe? I don't know. But let's go ahead, and we're going to go into the Sprout Tower. And I think we'll wrap this episode up with an encounter in here. And then in the next episode, we'll get some encounters on route at the Ruins of Alf, as well as on routes. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's slip and slide. Let's slip and slide. Alright, let's see. I want to find a good space. Let's see. Look at this. I told you guys, it's crazy. Like, I've made it through this, and I'm running now, which should make encounters more common, but I still haven't ran into a Pokemon. So let's see if we can't find a Pokemon. We got Pearl up front, which is good because we can paralyze whatever it is. And unless it's a Gligar, we can't do that. Okay, Gligar, that's not a bad Pokemon at all. I'm actually really cool with that. I can't paralyze it because it is a part. Oh man, this is actually gonna be rough. This is actually gonna be really tough to do because you're ground flying. I mean, I think the only thing that I can think of that might work is if I switch into Kenai and go for a, unless you poison me. Okay. This seems really risky. I'm 5 levels higher, but Lick is not stab. It's not super effective or anything, and it could potentially paralyze you. And it does paralyze you, and it did just enough that I can get another Lick off so long as you don't poison me this time. You did poison me. So I think what I'll do... Well, before I do that, I'll throw one Pokeball before I do all of that. So let's throw a Pokeball. I'm actually really surprised that we managed to get all the way through the tower, both coming in and going out, without running into a Pokemon. And then it took us like this long to run into a Pokemon, so that's kind of crazy. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to use a... Do I have a... Yeah, I've got plenty of antidotes. So let me antidote Kenai. I want to try and lick it one more time. I'd like to try and lick it one more time. If this thing doesn't get like ridiculous hacks and poison me like immediately afterwards. Okay. So this lick shouldn't kill. This lick shouldn't kill. Oh, that was a crit. That was a crit. I was about to say it shouldn't kill unless it's a crit. But we got a crit and it still didn't kill, so we're all right. We're all right with this. Let me go ahead and throw another Pokeball. Now you're at like 1 HP. You're paralyzed. Surely you'll get inside the ball. Surely you'll get. What is this? What actually is happening right now? All right. Let me switch into something else. I'm gonna switch into Milotic because Milotic's got a good bit of HP. It shouldn't get whittled down too much if it does get poisoned, so we will this thing has just got like super luck. What is going on? It's getting poisons like a majority of the time that it... Alright. Could you get in the ball, Gligar? Get in the ball. What is this thing's catch rate? What in the world? It's on like 1 HP. It's only level 4. Come on, dude. Like, actually. Like, is it even worth using all my Pokeballs on a Gligar? I know Gliscor is powered, but geez. And this thing is like working through my team with this poison right now. Okay, I was about to say, dude, seriously, maybe I should have lowered its stats. That's been working for me. I mean, it worked for me on the Charmeleon, or at least I like to think that it did. But anyway, we did get the Gligar. It usually clings to cliffs when it spots its prey. It spreads its wings and glides down to attack. So I don't really have a name for Gligar myself, but oh, what was Charlie's name for her Gligar, or her Gliscor in the IBL? I think it was Constantine. I'm gonna have to look up how to spell that so I make sure I don't mess it up too bad. Hold on. Constantine, I think was the name. So we'll shout out, a double shout out to her. We got her mascot and Constant. I may be wrong on this, but I think this is what she called it. That's a lot of letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's not enough room because I've only got 10 characters, right? 1, 2. That's not gonna work. Dang. Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna call you... What do I call a Gliscor? Let me make sure. Let me make sure that this isn't gonna... No, it's not. It's not gonna fit. Dang. All right. Well, instead we'll call you... Hold on. Let's look at... I'm super like picky about nicknames and everything. Come on, what do I nickname a Gliscor? I'm stuck. I'm trying to get some inspiration. See, I'm looking at Gliscor right now. What could I call you? What could I call you? You're a male. Bro, I'm stuck. I don't actually know. I don't actually know what to call you. I don't actually know what to call you. Let's call you... Oh, you know what? What's the thing from... I'm thinking, what's the guy from Super Paper Mario? Because he kind of reminds me of that for some reason. Super Paper Mario villain. What? Count Bleck. So you know what? We'll call him Bleck. We'll call him... We'll call him Bleck. I can't really think. He kind of reminded me of a vampire. And so... You know what? Let's call him Count. We'll go ahead and call him Count Bleck. Sorry that took me so long to think of a nickname. I just actually did not have a good nickname for... And Constantine didn't fit. I think that's what she named it. If not, I guess I missed an opportunity. But... Alright. We're gonna call him Count Bleck. Alright. And it got sent to the death box. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode right here. In the next episode, we're going to be going to the Ruins of Alph as well as Route 32 and begin making our way to Azalea Town, which is where the next gym badge will be. So, I hope that you enjoyed this episode as always. If you did, be sure to hit that like button down below for us. Thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you for your support. But for now, I'm going to make it like an Abra and get out of here. So have yourselves a good day, stay cool, and we will catch you next time.